Hey, alright, back again, YouTube. Wanted to make another video today about coincidence because the coincidence has been going wild today. And the other day, I made that Van All In video and I talked about the 44. And the last 3 days, I've woken up at 4:40. And I don't see that as a coincidence, the consciousness is waking me up at that time. I don't set an alarm, do nothing like that. So, I want to tell you guys about one particular coincidence that it just cracks me up. It's the funniest thing, and it has to do with my friend Joe Lorenzetti, who, when we were young, when 20, 21, 22, he was my big adversary because I was a big atheist, and I believed in the universe and thought it all came from chaos. So I would argue for, the it's all matter perspective, where he thought there was something so much more, spirit, soul, the collective consciousness he'd always talk about, and he was obsessed with synchronicity, the idea of synchronicities. He read a lot of Joseph Campbell, and he was a very mystical guy, but he came to Hollywood and he completely changed, where he adopted the scientific worldview completely, and he is a global believer to his heart right now. And the other thing about him is that he was obsessed with finding secrets in language. He thought that all the secrets of the universe were hidden in language somehow, but he never really made any sense of it. And I never appreciated anything he did with it. And yes, I was a staunch atheist, but we completely switched roles, where now my belief in the collective consciousness and all this synchronicity that happens to me and the archetypes like the jester, he rejects all of it, and he rejects my demon. Even my demon made himself known. As soon as I mentioned him while we were talking to each other, he was filming this too, the demon made a sound in the background, and it was no other sounds been made the whole freaking time, and it was definitely him, and he just completely denies it. But so the seed of our great discontent started, I think, back a few years back when I had left Chicago and I was traveling out to LA. He had lived out here for a while, and I'd gotten arrested and things got real fucked up, and it just wasn't really working out for me here. My family was kind of against me, and we decided to trip. We took mushrooms and walked on the beach and went into a drum circle, and I was like opening up about my fears and everything, and like the mushrooms were really doing their work on me. Well, we sat down after the drum circle, and I was laying down just like facing the sand, down, desperate, not sure what to do, feeling so lost, empty. And at some point, I dig into the sand and pull up an acorn. And while that happened, I thought it was so weird, but I just somehow, when you're a stupid atheist, you just think all these crazy things are just, pure chaos. But as I look back, there was a boat, a huge tanker going directly away from us. And little did I know that years later, we would be arguing about why that tanker was disappearing, And even now, Joe cannot admit that acorn is crazy. I told him, go dig up all the sand. Every last beach, go find another acorn. I bet you cannot find another acorn. And he just refuses to accept it, right? So he denies all the coincidences that happened to me, because hundreds of coincidences, synchronicities have happened to me. And he only has a pair to his name. And that pair is, one day him and I were arguing about the pear-shapedness of the earth for like a half hour over the phone. And the next morning, he's walking to his car in his garage. There's a pear right in his path. Okay, so that's the first one. And then the only other coincidence that has happened to him, and he'll say, no, there's more, but he can't name them. He refuses to try to name them for you. His other coincidence was a pair of dicks. Him and Neil Fernandez, our other buddy, they both bought each other some sort of like dick statue, a cock and balls, while they were both on the other sides of the world. They were both on vacations, and they bought each other gifts, and it happened to be the exact same gift. So they had a pair of dicks. So his pair of coincidences is the pair and the pair of dicks, and I think that is just too damn funny, and I had to share it. What else? That's probably the best. I mean, I love it. The synchronicities are so funny. It was if we were arguing on the internet earlier, and I was digging on him because he won't post the video of my demon and give people the opportunity to make up their own minds about it. And he said, "Why are you being so petty?" And I had just been singing Tom Petty, and I don't even like Tom Petty. I never sing Tom Petty, and I was just singing Tom Petty. So that was funny too. All right, love you guys. Bye.